Good afternoon, everyone. Well, isn't it great to have the football back? And what a compelling season ahead in the National League. So many great stories to follow, and these two clubs are right up there in that respect. Their journeys to this point couldn't really be much more different. Maidstone United making their National League debut. York City came 5th in the old Division 2 in 1993, when Maidstone United started out as their current shape. There are the starting lineups then. In terms of Maidstone United, the squad that achieved their promotion has been largely kept intact by Jay Saunders, whose starting lineup contains 6 players who began last season's playoff final. Jackie McNamara has signed 19 new players this summer, while 17 left following York's relegation last season. There's not a single survivor from the 11 that began York's final match of the previous campaign. Matt Fry and Clovis Camjo both featured in last season's playoffs with Braintree and Forest Green, respectively. Certainly York City fans suffered more than most in English football last season. As Jackie McNamara well knows, only Aston Villa and Bolton won fewer league games in the top 4 divisions. Very new-look side now that we will hope will do much better things. Heslop on the ball. Camjo to have a go.
It's been a fairly positive start from York in this early couple of minutes, liking to pass. Camjo in that area there, always leaning back a little bit. I think Jackie McNamara will be very pleased. He was talking about maybe the early day nerves.
Crossing by Driver, what a ball it was too! And that's a great chance for Flisher. Best opportunity of the game so far.
Well, it really is the opportunity of the game there for Alex Flisher. Good hold-up play. That's a quality ball in. In the end, Sean Rooney, that just maybe put him off a little bit there, but that's a quality ball in. That bounce on the surface as well. I think he just needs that bit of desire, just to gamble that little bit more to get on the end of it, but you have to give credit to the defending there as well.
Sweeney, one of those on the edge of the area to make their move in. Higgins got his head to it. Flinders, some decent distance on the punch. That's really nicely done to Taylor! Finds that bottom corner! And Maidstone United lead York City. Great finish, really well created. This club's first game at this level. No wonder they're so happy. One of the heroes of last season's playoff final has struck their opening goal of the season.
Well, again, it's just a direct ball in. They defend. Talking about those second balls there. Connolly doesn't get there. It's a great little 1-2 with Dan Sweeney. And it's a brilliant finish across Scott Flinders. Just a little give and go there, perfectly there for his first touch. And you hit it across the goalkeeper, he got every chance. And he strikes it well. And I think it certainly gives Maidstone a well-deserved lead.
Camjo got something on it, and Flinders had to come off his line, and it's poked towards goal by Loco, not far wide at all.
Well, Scott Flinders is trying to look for a free kick. He's looking to come for the majority of the balls that come in. But decision making is so important as a goalkeeper, when to come and when not to come. Talking about those second balls again, you switch off. That's what happens. Just get enough bodies on the line there to clear it. But they're looking so dangerous at the moment from throw-ins and set plays.
Just like last season, will bring you all the goals from every game in the National League. There's an opportunity here, comes in for Greenhout. Just couldn't get the purchase behind the shot.
No, he couldn't quite get the power. But again, it's good link-up play. Fisher's been so dominant up there against the 3 centre-halves, winning most of the headers.
Flisher with the early cross. Kept him well here. As Murphy gets it in, it's well gathered by Flinders.
Well, again, the pitch coming into play, an overhit cross stays in. I was talking earlier, it's dry. Many times on a grassy surface, that has skidded out. Tom Murphy's always still aware to attack that far post, getting on his left.
Loco's header. Helped on by Flischer. What a clever ball that was. It's Greenhow. He's got Murphy arriving in the middle. And Flischer's on the edge of the area. Well, he saw his name in lights, I think, for a moment there, didn't he?
Yeah, he needs that bit of composure when it goes back to him. And Clipperson gets caught out of position. That puts Higgins into a position that he doesn't want to be in. Well laid back. He's wondering that the referee was in his way when he went to strike it. A good counter-attack play there from Maidstone.
He's done well again here. Little with the ball over. And it's fallen here to Rooney. Just a bit more about York now, isn't there?
Yeah, it's just a little bit more intensity, a little bit more belief in that final third, which they were lacking so much in that first half. You can see Maidstone are now just slowly tiring that little bit with the efforts they put in for the first half and the beginning of the second half.
Maidstone have to try and keep it going. Oh, there's the header! It's the equaliser, and it's been scored by Clovis Kamjo. Superbly taken, and Jackie McNamara's side are on terms.
Well, it's certainly a textbook header from Kamjo, and it's probably what York have deserved over the last 10 minutes. It's really poor marking. You're looking at Maidstone to be a lot tighter than what they are. He runs off Sweeney, and he gets a free header. No one's really marking in there. Loco maybe should have been marking him to start with. But Jay Saunders will be so disappointed that someone gets a free header like that. But Jackie McNamara will be delighted that his side's back in it.
Here's Rooney on the charge. Fenwick waiting in the middle. And they're really starting to regain confidence here at York City and looking a threat.
Talking about playing against part-time sides, that fitness in the last 20 minutes is really going to come into play. Fullbacks are playing so much higher in this second half. The only real option that Rooney had was to go for goal. He's given a corner, and it should be a goal kick.
And it comes, and once more they look a threat from the set piece, don't they? Real anguish on the face of Fenwick.
It's a good opportunity there. Gets a good head up. Just not getting tight enough at the moment, Maidstone.
Certainly looked a better side in this second half, York City.
Listen, it's not easy coming away from home, first game of the season. Expectations on you. Brand new squad coming along, not only playing on a 3G pitch as well. Jackie McNamara will be pleased with his second half performance especially.
Whittle's done well here, and the referee allowed the advantage, and that was fizzing, wasn't it?
A big difference second half now that the two wing-backs, Rooney and Whittle, are getting forward a lot more. Back three of York are playing a lot higher. It's certainly coming into good effect. They needed to do more of this in the first half, using their wing-backs to try and get on as much as possible.
Empty back here for York City. Dumaka with the layoff, that's brilliantly done. And the chance to shoot, saved well by Flinders.
That's a really important hand, good save there from Flinders. But equally brilliant skill there from Paxman. Drags it over brilliantly. Just there to go past Clapperson. Maybe chose the wrong angle to try and beat Flinders at his near post. But a good save there from the York keeper.
He's given that away. And it's Greenhow who's got Taylor to his left. He goes right instead to Karianis. Last minute of added time. It's Maidstone United on the attack with Paxman. Lost a bit of the momentum there, Maidstone, but they retain possession as the shot's driven in. What an effort that was by Tom Mills. Needed saving too by Flinders.
It was a really poor pass from Kane Felix that starts the counter-attack off. Comes out to Tom Mills. I think Scott Flynn's always had that cover, but needed to make sure to tip that round the post.
Likely to be the last opportunity of the game, this. Camjo got ahead to it. There is the full-time whistle. All square on the opening day between Maidstone United and York City. 2 leagues apart this time last year, but nothing to separate them this afternoon. An early point in the right direction. Maidstone with a solid start to life in the National League. It was Clovis Camjo who got York City on level terms in the second half. You'd have to say a tricky opening fixture for York, who can head back north with a point on which to build. There's a long and challenging campaign ahead for both of these sides. And it finishes here at the Gallagher Stadium. Maidstone United 1, York City 1.